Welcome to Nerdy 4, the comedy podcast where I, Amy Brown, ask funny and interesting people what they're nerdy for. I have a repeat offender on the show today. We have Gay Bob back in the building.
Pew, pew. Hey, girls and boys, how you doing?
So you're Gay Bob in the comedy scene, but you are the queen on 99X.
I am the queen.
This is your moniker.
That's my longest running moniker. What is moniker?
I don't know. It sounds Latin. It sounds Italian for name.
What is a moniker?
Oh, I think our podcast producer, Joel, is...
I don't know how to spell moniker is the problem.
I don't know either.
Moniker. I think.
That sounds wrong.
I like
I
it.
thought there was probably a Q in it. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Gay Bob came back.
A nickname or a pet name for person.
Oh, you're right, actually.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your drag name on the radio. And then your drag name on...
My real drag name is Helen Bed.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good drag name.
Helen Bed or Pat McCrotch. Either one of those two.
I like Patch McCrotch. Okay, so we had you on the podcast before, and we found out what kind of nerd you were. You were a secret goth girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you remember
Trapped.
that.
I listened to the episode today. I can't remember anything I've done.
One episode had to be put in the vault.
Oh, yeah, this is actually...
We don't talk about that episode.
This is actually Gay Bob's third episode.
Really, honestly, that would ruin careers.
That's when we decided no margarita.
No
pictures.
Picture margaritas.
Pictures,
So,
you have one margarita,
margaritas.
not
It's
a
erased. Or can we verify that it's been erased?
Yes.
Oh, that one's gone.
Yeah,
No,
it's been deleted.
we never put that one up.
Thank God.
I don't even remember what was in it.
I
Does
do.
after that episode, is that when you stopped drinking, Joel? Because
No,
it almost did it to me.
But that was the one that we just decided on not as much drinks before. That was
Yeah.
also like the third one I think we
Should
ever
I have
did.
not brought up a glass of wine?
No, you can drink. You're fine. We definitely we were new into podcasting and talking to people on the internet and having it be, I don't know, searchable and Googleable and on the YouTube forever. So it was, it's just we're on a journey. I hope I haven't.
It made me not trust Randy, my husband, anymore.
Why?
Because I went home and I said, I don't know. I think that maybe that's probably something I shouldn't have said. And he goes, oh, I thought it was funny. Now when I heard it, I was like, what are you crazy? It's going to get me.
I'm sure Randy's used to you saying so much so that like none of it phases
He's
him.
gone brain dead. When
It's
I
white
talk.
Yeah.
noise. Yeah, it just rolls over him.
Like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Wah, 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 pussy.
You
wah, wah.
have a.
I guess. Okay. So, yes, I
you.
have notes. I'm getting more organized as we're heading into year number 2 of this.
You have the writing and penmanship of a serial killer.
Thank you. I would love to be that organized. That sounds great. That sounds like I don't have ADD, Joel.
You do have it.
Okay. My kids said I have ADD as well.
Your kids are pretty smart, actually.
Yeah.
They diagnosed me. I don't know.
That's because they also probably have some neurodivergency too.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think Malcolm
Neurodivergence.
would be a fabulous guest at one day. If you ever
I have a dream to have both my boys on this summer and have them be nerdy for mom. Oh,
They
my
would not be
babies.
nerdy for mom.
No, they hate me. No, they don't hate me.
I'm sure they love you, but they wouldn't say
They
they're
love
nerdy
me
for
behind
mom.
the scenes. They're not going to do it in front of a
Who
camera.
do you think would do better?
Oh, Malcolm is a chattier, but
Yeah.
Cooper has these great one-liners that come out.
He's dry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I actually brought Gay Bob on because it's very important. Gay Bob has gone through a weight loss journey, and
I'm sucking in my stomach right now.
All right, me too.
Oh my God.
We just ate dinner. But why don't you talk about your weight loss journey? And we're going to use some of the fancy words like Ozempic. And
I
then
love
what
that.
you were on.
Mounjaro.
Is that French?
It's French for you're going to shit yourself to death.
How much does it come in a brie packet?
It's
like a pill for a dog.
Comes with a bag of diapers. Yes.
Wait, what's the name of it again?
Mounjaro.
Mounjaro.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this how much? First of all, say how much weight you lost, and then we'll go into the details.
So there's a little kink in the story.
Did you also get the snip on the inside? Not the.
What?
Did you get the vasectomy for the tummy?
What? What are
Talking
you?
about the bypass?
Yes.
No, I've
No.
never had the bypass.
Okay.
You're.
But did you get a vasectomy so you don't? Get
I would
your
love
husband-
to get a
so you
vasectomy,
don't
but
get
I
your
haven't.
husband pregnant?
I haven't gotten a vasectomy, but I would love to.
Yeah, Randy can't.
Randy's got me pregnant many a night.
Yeah.
What were you asking?
So,
Mounjaro.
how much weight have you lost?
Okay.
But it's a complicated story.
It is, well, okay, so I lost 50 pounds.
That's not nothing.
No.
That's a third grader.
Took me, yes.
Yeah.
Well, a fat third grader. I don't know how much third graders weigh.
I don't know either.
I'm not Googling that.
I don't know.
How much is a
When
third?
I was third
how much does a third grader weigh? And
50 pounds.
And does he fit in my trunk?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
What are the dimensions on a third grader?
I'm not getting put on a list for this show.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
tempting me to go down the path of
Don't
sin.
stop looking at my notes. They're distracting.
I can't read them
you.
anyway. No. Okay, so I lost 50 pounds initially after 2 weeks of seriously the shit.
You lost 50 pounds in 2 weeks?
No, the first 2 weeks I lost probably 15, 20 pounds. But I was dehydrated. I mean, literally 20 times a day.
So you gave yourself Montezuma's revenge.
Yes.
With a fancy shot in your tummy?
It's a shot in my tummy.
Was it once a day, once a week?
Once a week.
Is that what it's supposed? Is it supposed to just make you shit
So
everything out?
the depending. So some people get constipated, some people get vomit, and some people have diarrhea.
So you're
I
the
had diarrhea.
big D energy all day.
Yeah. Well, luckily I'm a bottom, so it didn't upset my asshole. But then my stomach got okay, and I immediately had no appetite, gone.
Right.
And I just lost 50 pounds. Bam, off like that. In the last month, they have run out of the dose,
Okay.
so I can't get it. I've been off of it for 4 weeks, and I've gained 10 pounds in 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah. So do you have to stay on it forever? Right?
Well, yeah, but I have diabetes. I don't want to bring them.
So you
have
have
type 2
type
diabetes.
2?
Yeah, don't you have to have diabetes to get on one of these?
No.
No.
You could just want it.
So there is
Oh, that's good.
there are brands that are like Ozempic. The brand for fat people is called Wegovy, which is
Wegovy?
which is French for fat ass, and then the one for Mounjaro is Zepbound. Those are for the fat people,
Okay.
not the diabetics.
Oh,
You're
okay.
not gonna remember this. Why are you looking
No,
blank at me?
I didn't realize that there was I thought these were all kind of designed to fight type 2 diabetes, and then people are like, oh, it's weight loss.
So
And-
they made some just for the fat people, where
Okay.
they increase the amount of drug so they can lose more.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
So, okay, it affects the way your body, your blood sugar, it keeps it down, so you no longer have cravings. And the quote is, it stops the food noise in your mind. I guess some people are always thinking about what they're going to eat next, and you stop that because you don't want to eat anymore.
Yes.
It also decreases, I'm told it decreases people's desire to drink alcohol.
No, that's not true.
Well, that's not true for you, Gay Bob.
Well,
You're invincible.
cheers.
Cheers, Mounjaro. They're actually thinking about using it in rehab treatment.
That's true.
As a kind of stop gate on getting people's desire to drink down.
Did you just say gay?
Stop gate.
Oh, I thought you said stop the
Yeah,
gays.
it's to stop the gay. Are you less gay since you took it?
Oh,
How?
well, let's just say I'm a much bigger drinker.
Yeah. That's why they made you were shitting all the time. You couldn't bottom if you're shitting all the time. They're like,
Sure,
we're
you
gonna-
can. What are you
can't bottom.
crazy?
And then
You just
maybe-
lose less lube.
Yeah,
Maybe
they're-
if you're feeling like you don't want to eat anything, you also don't want to eat boners. And
You're right.
That's a lot of calories in a
A lot of
load.
calories. But
Joel,
it does.
Joel, how many calories are in a load?
I'll Google that. I'm not Googling about a third.
It's a lot of
grader.
protein. I don't know how many.
You know, I have heard so many lies from men, like, "Oh, it's good for you, it makes your hair strong." Whatever.
Your hair? Does
I've
it?
heard these lies about it. Okay, so Oprah's on it, and she had to stop working at Weight Watchers after that because she's on the weight loss drug.
Semen contains 5 to 25 calories per teaspoon.
Who's
Really?
measuring it?
I don't. Somebody. Why would you ask this question and they get surprised that I just gave you an answer?
No, I like your answer. Sorry, I'm not gonna.
This is from WebMD. So 5 to 25 calories in a teaspoon.
Who wants to drink the cum of somebody who
Here
can come
comes
in a
the
teaspoon?
There's a lot of
Come in the spoon, Charles.
has a
Come
lot
in
of
the
calcium,
spoon.
too.
Just a spoonful of sugar.
Because everyone gay is British.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a lot of calories in a teaspoon.
You can get vitamin C
But how much
and B12 from it.
how much
Really?
comes out?
Oh, Randy, let me see.
I mean, that's also what is the average?
Clean show.
It's a lot. But it is good for your skin.
3 tablespoons is a fourth of a cup.
I have no. What are you?
Who
are
a
you?
teaspoon. A teaspoon.
For baking.
Is it
What are
four? Is it 4? 3 or 4 teaspoons is a tablespoon. And
Three. I don't remember. I think it's
Is
three
the
teaspoons.
tablespoon the big one, and the
tablespoon's
teaspoon
the
is the
big
small one?
Yes.
Because I can fit a couple tablespoons in my mouth. That's 50 calories a weekend.
normal volume of ejaculate is 1.5 to 5 milliliters.
That's not much.
Oh, okay.
Really?
All right, we can stop talking about that. But in my mind, that's what Ozempic looks like in the little tube before you stick it in you. Is it clear?
It's
is it
clear.
Viscous?
It's clear.
Okay. And you stick it in your shot in your stomach, and you have to keep it in a refrigerator.
You're supposed to keep it cold. Keep it cold.
The molestera, whatever you got.
This has to be wrong, 'cause
Molester.
this is now saying, because I did a conversion of 5 milliliters, and it's saying that it's equivalent of 1 teaspoon. I feel like the average cum load can't be a teaspoon. That's so little.
I pre-cum a teaspoon.
That's what I'm saying. That's so little.
I mean, my asshole's
You're
a
the
gallon.
one that started this. Don't get your fucking nose up.
I'm sorry. Is this when
Dude,
I imagine something gross? My face does that.
How much does how much fluid does average vagina hold? That's the question.
10 gallons. That's where they got the name for the hat. Okay, so you have to keep the product in the refrigerator. You keep yours in the fridge?
I did. Well, if I can get it, I would. I'm almost going to go black market.
Do you travel? I heard my endocrinologist, she said Ozempic is actually kind of perfect for perimenopausal women because they become insulin resistant when they're going through that. And so the Ozempic just kind of helps their body with the
helps
sugars.
Resistance, yes.
Helps the body with the sugar resistance.
Yeah.
But she said they couldn't get it, so they were compounding it.
Don't use the compounding.
Okay.
No, it's because you don't know what you're getting.
I'm not going to do it because I can't do needles, but I thought that was...
You don't even see the needle. You put the pin on it, and if you tell yourself it's not a needle, you don't even feel it.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. Have you heard that from Kenton before?
No. He's like, brace yourself.
3.6 inches of fluid is the average.
3.6 inches?
But I don't really know what that was like for fluid.
Are you saying that the average vagina is only 3.6 inches?
Well, they're saying that it can range from 2 to 5 inches
Is that normal?
deep.
Oh.
But it's saying it can hold up to. But that's what I'm saying though.
So the maximum length of a vagina is 5 inches?
Well, first of all, the uterus can hold a whole baby.
Well, that's the uterus.
The uterus. We're talking about the vagina.
We're going to need a chart for this episode.
Gay Bob and I should not know more about the difference between a vagina and a uterus.
You told me. You can
I'm
cut
not
this
into
out.
them like you are.
You told me that you didn't ever even seen a vagina until you were like married.
You have one.
I have
never
one.
Mind. We're in America. Why would they tell you about a vagina?
Why would I look at her? Like, I know they had those parties where like the hand
look at
mirror
it.
and I'm like, no, we're not close like that. Okay, like.
You gotta love yourself, Amy.
I know. Dude, being a teenager and learning how to use a tampon, I have not sweat through so many T-shirts in my life. It was rough.
Mm-hmm. Well, you just stick it in. What were you doing with it?
I didn't even know there was a hole there. I thought there's... I read it on the back of the package of the tampon package how many holes I had, and then I passed out immediately onto the ground of my parents' bathroom. They had shag carpeting. I was just holding onto the shag carpet
That sounds comfortable.
And being like, 3 holes?
Well, this is
That's
probably too much, but you never masturbated?
No.
Never?
I'm a Victorian lady. Reincarnated.
Oh my God. Well, you never sat down on a couch too hard and was like, ooh, that feels a little good. I think I'll sit on a dick.
I do remember the day I found out what sex was. It was during free reading time in sex education class. And it was a cartoon book.
Cartoons?
Yes, it was drawings. And the dad was on top of the mom, and he was getting sweaty and going up and down. I'm sweating right now. Oh my God. And I had a flashback to walking in on my parents. I'm like, that's why Dad was sweaty.
How old are you when you found out about sex?
It was in middle school, 5th grade, free reading time during sex.
I think this kind of makes sense why you're so perverted now. You didn't get the pervertedness out during a lot of times people do adolescence.
Water on
Oh my
me.
God. That's holy water.
Now, is this horniness or menopause that's making you sweat right now?
No, this is embarrassment.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, just awkward.
Well, how often do you masturbate now?
Never.
What?
Never.
Oh my God, why not?
Take my microphone. Well,
I don't have to. If ever I need a feeling, I've got this living.
No, you got to.
It's you time.
No.
I know you're trying to talk about Ozempic, but now we're going to talk about how you need to reclaim.
I feel like I'm being
You should learn how to masturbate.
Dr. Ruth here.
Listen, does this is that
I have one of those.
a vibrator?
Yeah.
Well, that's masturbating.
Yeah, but it's usually during the whole
I feel like
activity.
she's using it as an aid instead of the main course.
The main course, yeah.
Also, this is how you make your guests feel, by the way.
Oh, so you know what? That's very thoughtful, Joe.
Sorry.
This is
sorry.
okay. Let's get back to
But
this.
I would say to the audience, you should masturbate. You should
No,
women should
I'm
masturbate.
not telling people not to. I just,
Well,
it never
I think
comes
maybe,
up.
Maybe your hair's starting.
It's sticking to my face.
The look of horror on your face is saying, masturbate and you will get cancer in your fingertips. I don't know.
No, yeah, I don't feel like I don't have I wasn't raised Baptist or whatever happened to you.
I know I've met your family. They're so
Whatever happened to you?
liberal.
Very liberal. Didn't no like shame around it at all.
None.
Nothing.
You-
It looks wet. No, it's creepy, sticky. All right. Okay, let's say.
let's
so
don't
the
talk
kind
about
of
it
drugs that
anymore.
these are
You did cross the
I
line.
like how both of you are so disgusted by vaginas right now.
well, that's why I'm like I really am a gay man in a woman's
gonna say,
body.
that's why
But
you're
I,
I was okay until you said wet and sticky, and I can't. Because I was married, and that brings back bad memories.
oh, like a Rottweiler and a jar of mayonnaise.
Yes.
That's one of his punchlines. It's a good one.
I'm having chest palpitations.
Chest palpitations. Okay, so these are called semi-glutides. The kind of
Semaglutides.
oh, I put the emphasis on the wrong
You can say
syllable.
however you like, but I like that better.
Okay. So there's this thing now, you guys.
Are you still only wearing one shoe?
I keep losing a shoe. I'm very Cinderella.
Is it ever in your vagina?
Well, does that count as masturbating?
Yes.
Oh, well, I've been doing it this whole time. I need to have at least one Birkenstock in there because I'm a lesbian.
Oh, well.
Okay,
Sorry.
all
Sorry.
good. So many people are on Ozempic, and this is what's happening to me. I will not see.
You're on Ozempic?
No,
Oh.
but I will run into someone I haven't seen in 6 months or a year, and they will look completely different because they've Ozempic'd,
It's
and their
true.
face gets gone. There's a thing now called Ozempic face
I got that.
and Ozempic butt because you lose collagen,
Yeah.
and people are having also they're losing muscle mass,
Yep.
and you have to work out harder now to keep your butt. And I don't know how you get muscle on your face. Your face just gets gone. You have to get fillers.
You don't lose muscle on your face, but you just lose weight so fast that it just, it's sad. I mean, literally, to me, this is what a vagina looks like.
I think
Well,
you
I've
might
gotten
be
fat.
right.
I've gotten fatter, but yes, but when I was much thinner, I remember looking in the mirror and thinking, that's a clitoris. It's like right under my chin.
There was a Austin Powers joke where Fat Bastard lost all the weight, and at the end he's like, "My neck's a vagina," like when he does it in a Scottish accent.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Get inside me, little man.
Okay, it says it's supposed to stop your desire for booze. You said
It really does. And the other weird thing
for
about it,
food. I said booze, but you said
it does slow down your desire to have pleasure of all kinds except sex.
Okay.
But the weird thing about it is when you eat this is disgusting. The food stays in your stomach for like days.
Oh, and that's why you're full?
That's why you're full. But let me tell you, the burp is
Oh.
the worst.
I've heard about this.
It's the worst burp I've ever.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I'm a medical person, so I wear masks when I'm in seeing patients, and I burp like in the mask, and I mean it's terrible.
Can you even eat eggs anymore, or will like sulfur just come up for
It's
days?
the worst. I quit swallowing cum.
Really?
It's terrible. On 3 days, it's
Oh
awful.
my gosh.
God,
What? You heard it here first.
I'm a spitter now,
The queen is now a spitter.
and I would vomit more, but I can't. Which don't vomit. That's a bad thing. But I have no gag reflex.
Yeah, I don't like throwing up. It's my absolute least
hate
favorite
throwing
thing.
up.
Oh, okay. It has had an effect on spas, like these like spas that people go to for a week to lose weight, and delivery meal services. People are taking Ozempic now instead of going to the spa to lose weight and detox.
Yeah.
And they don't need as much food service.
If you just, it's like because I'm a medical person. I've said that already. When I prescribe it, I always say to people, if you can't walk, then I'm not going to give it to you. Because if you don't walk around a little bit, you don't lose weight as much, and you lose muscle.
And you lose muscle.
Yeah.
Are these
So
old
what
people?
is it doing?
So it's a natural hormone in your body. Semaglutide is a natural hormone, and when you eat, it puts out this hormone to your stomach, and your stomach slows down your digestion, sweetie. It slows it down.
I feel like when I tried having a tablespoon of vinegar every day is supposed to be good for inflammation, and I feel like it slowed down my digestive system. Okay, Gay Bob is making a face at me
The face
like
that your husband makes to you.
I murdered my family in the backyard, and I'm just telling him this now.
let's go bury him.
Let's go bury him.
No. Maybe that would work. I don't know.
So yes, so it slows down. So you just feel full.
Okay.
And it makes you not want to eat.
For
And then
days, though.
And then
days.
it just and so it slows down your digestion. So then you're not digesting as fast, so you just have food in
It
you
just
longer.
sits in you forever. But it does do something to whatever in your brain that says you don't want things. So you don't want alcohol. You don't want drugs. You don't want... I don't ever want a vagina again.
Well,
It's an Ozempic brain.
it's not. It's a lean protein. I don't know. Okay.
It depends. It depends.
So, okay, but the news has like the tests that are coming back, and my endocrinologist told me this. She said the tests that keep coming back, she like is waiting for something bad, and so far like reduces heart attack, reduces stroke, benefits the liver. They may turn out to benefit dementia. And people
What?
are saying that diabetes is early dementia.
Oh, that's bullshit. I've read that. That's just bullshit.
What is it? I haven't read anything. I've just heard it.
They call it the fifth sign of dementia. It's just bullshit. That's
Okay.
just crazy talk. But I will agree with the other stuff that you said.
Yeah. All that. Well,
Could you say it again? What were you saying?
If you have,
Something
if
about
you're
dementia.
obese and you go on it, you have so much problems with your heart and your
If you're obese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and your joints and
It's
everything.
been around
And
for 20 years.
Ozempic?
Oh, yeah.
That's what. Yeah, I was reading this article. The doctor said like these drugs have been around for a long time.
Miracle drug.
Yeah,
Not Mounjaro. Mounjaro.
Mounjaro.
Yeah.
Ouais.
Yeah. It has two and it works like it doubles the amount of weight you lose than Ozempic because it has two hormones in it.
Oh.
Yeah, sweetie. I got the double hormones going on.
All the way.
I'm just. Amy told me though about how it's making people. I know with but like if we're losing butts though, is it really worth it?
A butt man. A butt man.
Joel's worried about butts in America.
I don't want to go back to the 90s where people were like flat butts. That's what we need.
Well,
No.
you lose fat quickly. So if you have a fat butt, that'll go
Exactly.
away. But if you
We
exercise,
don't need to lose these.
but the muscle butt will come back.
No, I think Joel likes a fat butt. I know my husband does.
America likes a fat butt.
America loves a nice, juicy tushy.
I do like a juicy butt.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm just. At what cost?
At
are
what
we doing
cost
this?
are we doing this?
Well-
Yes, people won't have heart attacks as much,
Right.
but some
I
people.
think some people would rather live a shorter life with a fatter ass.
Yeah, well, you
Wow.
don't even get to see your own butt. Actually, you'll be doing it for
Then-
society.
Then you're a hero.
Yes, this is
I
how you
have
give back.
my ass has been sitting in the 1992 years for, I don't even know, it's clinks when I sit on the toilet. It's so awful. Randy says he doesn't care.
Oh,
Yes.
bless Randy.
He does care.
Well, our friend Laura Lee told me her butt is sliding down the back of my leg, Amy. Sliding down the back of my
Laura
leg.
She's got a nice body though.
She's fabulous.
Yeah.
She's my vampire
but
friend.
I've never looked at her ass, so I don't know.
But she probably has smoke and mirrors to hide it. Okay.
She got a hot boyfriend. Just FYI, he is so cute.
Her husband of 20 years?
I'm getting her confused with her sister, Joanna.
Oh, yes, Joanna. Hot. Okay. Anyway, no one who are talking listening
But
to
the
this
husband,
podcast.
the other husband, I adore too. He plays the drums, and
Everyone's hot.
The time I had sex with him, I very appreciated it.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I think you lost your 50 pounds, but you've gained 10 back.
Yes, I've gained 10 pounds.
And you're looking forward to
We're waiting for that to be made again. Right now, you can't get it.
You can't get it.
And you know
yeah.
why you can't get it in America? Because people that don't have diabetes are going on Ozempic and Mounjaro and taking
Right.
it from the mouths of babes.
This is smacking of when everyone tried to get their vaccine for COVID ahead of the people with the morbidities, the no-mo titties, whatever it's called. You remember that? Like
What?
when people are trying to get vaccinated and they're like, I qualified because I'd gained so much weight. I was clinically in like, the
Obese.
BMI part. I was like, okay. But I'm otherwise healthy. Okay.
What? Yes.
All right. So are you going to have a hot girl summer? I want to talk about the summer.
Hot girl summer.
I'm hot right now.
Yeah,
I got to be honest.
Now that you shit it all
It's
out.
hot in here.
It's hot in here.
Well, I have it. So it's funny you would say that because Randy and I are going on vacation in a week to Mexico with a big group of queens.
How do you bring your needing
I'm not,
refrigeration medication to Mexico? You're
Well-
going to get diarrhea there anyway. You'll be fine.
Well, Randy's a top, so I put it in his butt cheeks, which is very cold. Just saying. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm afraid to take it because I'll shit myself to death, which I already am in Mexico.
Yeah. Have you gotten the Montezumas in
I
Mexico?
did. The last time I was there, I got really sick, but a respiratory virus.
Oh.
And, in Mexico, FYI, you can buy almost any medication
Are you going to go
in
buy
the pharmacy.
You going to go buy this fancy medicine in
What would you
Mexico?
like? Oh, I could get that there.
Do you think you could?
Oh, yeah.
What if it's not in a refrigerator? When
Oh,
you
it
go
won't
to
be in a refrigerator. It'll be in a margarita glass. And you just pull it out and pop it in. You can, but I like I had pain medicine and all kind of stuff there.
Yeah,
you just buy it off the shelf.
right?
You're like Percocet, yes, NRP, go over there. It's
I don't like-
ridiculous.
I don't like painkillers. They make me throw up. But maybe that would be my weight loss drug.
God, we're such a healthy podcast today.
The Montezuma's Revenge is for
It's the
reals.
worst.
It's for reals. I've caught a Tampa every time I go. That's why I don't go to
You get
Mexico
it in
anymore.
Tampa? Is that what you said?
No, I just get it every time I go. I did not get Montezuma's Revenge in Tampa. That's where you go to get an STD. Pew, pew, pew.
What STD do you get in Tampa?
Do I need to do a joke now?
Yes.
Do I need to riff?
Riff.
I think you catch poverty there.
Oh, wow.
You catch acrylic nails.
Oh, really?
That's where they film a lot of pornos there.
in Tampa?
They do. My husband told me.
How would he know that?
He knows
Well,
everything.
he just recognized a lot of the sets. He's like, I've seen
Oh,
this
this
hotel
leather
before.
sofa with this beach view. All right.
Kidding.
All right. Hot girl summer.
I am curious, what kind of porn do you think he looks at?
I am told I'm not to know.
We were talking about his taste in women, and it varies. So I think
Anything.
I think Cutton is a Renaissance man, and just has wide ranging tastes.
You know what? He also has a real job, so we probably should talk about it on here.
Yeah. Kent is not gay, I will say that. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Right?
Not even remotely. And I'm a gay person that thinks everyone has a little bit of gay. Kent has not even a sliver. He's as straight as they come. And that's for the Georgia Tech faculty. That's a straight man you got there in the story.
If you're doing a spectrum and you need someone to stand on the end,
It's Kenton.
You're casting
I've never seen
people.
anything like it. He's the straightest man I've ever met.
oh,
Yeah, you should just look at his clothes. You'll know. Oh.
okay. 2023 last summer was the hottest summer since 2000. Nope, for 2,000 years.
What? Is that real?
Last summer was the hottest summer since 2,000 years ago. So like Jesus time. It's
Who?
since Jesus was around.
Oh,
So first of all, I didn't know it was that hot when Jesus was around.
well,
2,000 years ago was 2,000.
did they have thermometers in 1920? I don't think so.
You know what? Not 1920. And zero.
What?
And zero. 2,000 years ago, it was 24. 24. 0024.
Now the math skills come out.
And you know what? I think what they do is they go. They can tell from putting a glory hole in a glacier, and they pull out the ice, and it has like thousands of years of ice, and melting and not melting, and then they can tell how hot it was. Or maybe it's in trees. They take a
What are
hole in
you-
the trees.
They put holes
You
in
know
trees.
those 2,000-year-old trees everywhere.
They're olive trees.
Oh.
Jesus is an olive tree.
You know what? I bet it's in the sediment. Maybe it's. I don't know how
what's
they test
sediment?
it. That's like dirt.
Ugh, I hate dirt.
And so
It was hot back then, is what you're trying to say.
It was a hot girl summer last summer. So I don't like. Everyone needs to buy
was
Gold
miserable.
Bond this summer. I don't know if it's going to be hot again. I'm
Gold
guessing
Bond.
it is.
So I will say to the old ladies out there who have very dry vaginas because
Yes,
it
you talked about
happens.
this the last time you were
Yeah,
on the
it
podcast.
does. And this, I feel like I have to say this because it's my people. That you're gonna sweat down there,
Yes, okay.
and it's not gonna be comfortable, and it will cause
chafing.
chafing. Old ladies chafe is the worst. They get horrible bumps and chiggers.
Ooh, that's like the little bug
No, that's
that bites you and it gets a big swelling.
no, that's what the name for old vaginas are now.
No.
We call them chiggers.
You actually were right about the trees.
It's inside the tree.
And tree growth rings as well as corals.
Oh,
That's how they
And that's how they knew how cold it is?
they can like check a lot of this stuff from like the atmosphere, like what the climate and stuff was from
That's amazing.
old ass shit.
Yeah, that's
Science
amazing.
is wild.
Yeah.
so what was Jesus doing when he was 23?
Well, it was
Boning.
braiding his mother's hair, I hear.
Yeah.
So,
Did he kind of hit? Like, did he die when he was 33 or something?
God, if he were
I
real, I'm sorry.
There was a person.
There's no Jesus. There's no such thing as a Jesus.
There's a lot of Jesuses. I had one today here at the house.
Oh my God.
This is a podcast with a common man, you know.
Ah.
Okay.
If
You're
you-
Hispanic, aren't you, Joel?
I am.
You're
Ruiz.
Yeah,
Ruiz.
yeah.
So I would think he would know what Jesus' name really is.
No, I don't.
You're not very religious.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Did you? Oh, I heard Music Midtown in Atlanta is on hiatus.
Taking a hiatus.
Is that because it's gonna be too hot this summer?
There is scuttlebutt about it, but I cannot say.
Do you have the dish?
I do have some dish.
You have some dish?
I can't.
You're gonna get kicked off of the radio.
I may get kicked
99X?
out. There, let's just say there may be court involved. Is all I'm going to say. There's a court case involved.
Someone getting
Yeah.
sued?
Huh?
Did someone die?
I don't know, but
I feel like someone dies every year.
I will just say that if I were to talk about it, I would get shaky
Subpoenaed.
knees.
Oh, okay.
No one gets that.
I get it.
We got it. I'm just trying not to get you in trouble
Yeah.
with your obvious.
Yeah, I'm not saying
That was
anything.
good though. That was
Yeah.
good. Have you
Yeah.
had any celebrity sightings recently?
Yeah. So Ed Roland, Collective Soul.
Sure.
You don't know Collective Soul?
I know. But
They were
my-
big in the they were big in the 90s.
No, they're big now.
Are they still big?
Yeah, they've had a resurgence. They have a new album coming out this week. Ed Roland is in South Georgia. He lives in Stockbridge.
Okay.
And his brother, who sings in the band Collective Soul, is also a model, a runway model.
a runway
And
model.
guess who loves Collective Soul and goes on vacation with them every single year in the south of France?
Who?
Michael Jackson. No, I'm not kidding. Elton John.
They bring his ashes.
Elton John. Seriously, Elton John loves Collective Soul. And he takes him to the south of France every single year.
Elton John was supposed to be a family man raising his children, but the more I hear about it, the more he's just out in the world traveling
trash.
around.
Yeah.
He's trash.
He's trash.
Another
The one
mic
time
drop.
he was in our studio and I was standing over him. He's had implants in his hair.
Yes.
And it reminded me of the time I used to play with Barbie dolls as a child.
Oh, where they like boop
Plugs,
boop. It looks like the bad old ones. They're probably just old.
It's crazy.
It looks like they were
crazy.
put in by a machine. Like they're equally separated. Like they're growing
Yeah.
crops.
He's
Do
got
they
that
have
kind
better
of
plugs now?
Probably. I'm sure he's got different. This was like 20 years ago.
Yes, I hear they take the whole back part off of your head and they attach it to the top of your head, and then
What?
it's like crazy, and you have to like sleep sitting up for a month, and it's
my
a lot.
God.
But then you have real hair that you can wash and everything, and it's real hair.
Are you working for the...
I don't know. There's medicine now boys can take to keep their hair, but it makes their wieners weird.
What? What does it do to your wiener?
It makes it not work.
If you have hair, your wiener doesn't work?
No, if you take the medicine that makes your hair not fall out.
It makes your wiener not work?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have no hair.
You've got a lot of hair. You just,
Yeah, my fam, I'm good. My was it like your mom's side? Your like something like that.
Now, my mom was hairy. I'll
There's
be
good.
honest with
I
you.
got good
I
hair
feel
on
like
both
that's
sides.
wives.
I'm not worried.
Wives
Your mother
too.
was hairy?
No, I'm just saying I got good hair on both sides. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I think it's
Yep.
a wives' tale that it comes through like whatever your mom's side.
I
or
don't think that's
something.
true either.
I think that's just Judaism.
What?
If your mom's Jewish, you get to be Jewish.
What?
That's true.
And it has something to do with your hair?
No.
I don't understand.
There's this old saying. How much wine have you had?
Not enough.
There's an old saying like, you'll have the hair that your mom's father had.
Ah.
But I don't think it's true.
I
I
don't
think
think
you just got
that's
to
true.
You're
pile.
right. It's inherited from both sides.
It's
Also,
genetics.
Both sides are good, though. That's what I'm saying. Both.
You've got a lot of hair, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not worried.
You're like hair from head to
But
your
you're going to be
feet.
alive when the nuclear holocaust comes. So
Oh no, we're all
You're
going to
gonna
die
lose
from
hair
global
then.
warming way sooner before a nuclear fallout.
I'm all about global warming, though. I hate the cold. Yeah, I every day spew
Oh my gosh.
hydrocarbons into the air. Just
This
Out
might
of
be
your
this might be the dumbest podcast ever. We don't really know anything what we're talking about. We're making some real big swings right now.
Listen,
Gay Bob knows about health things.
Vaginas.
Old lady
Old
vaginas.
vaginas.
You
He
know what?
knows about vaginas. He knows that he is not a fan.
I am not. Well, old vaginas are nice and dry.
Well, it's like the saying, know your enemy.
Exactly. I don't keep them closer. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Are you? I still feel like we should help you masturbate before the end of this thing, but I'm just saying.
You should do some self love.
Okay,
You
I'll
really
just-
should.
I'll lay down on this table. It already has a cushion.
Well, no, because then it's for an audience. We're talking about doing it just for you.
You alone in front of these
Not
mirrors.
performative. Nothing. I do nothing if there's no one watching.
Well, put a microphone up then.
Yeah, I bet you're very attractive. You could probably get a good audience on OnlyFans.
I'm good.
I'm just saying, if you want an audience,
Yeah. I always tell, part of my act, I always tell straight women that don't masturbate, which I guess I'd never thought that was you because you're so filthy in your act, but is that you need to meet a lesbian to help you out at least once because they're like the vagina whispers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go to the wizard.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it would help you out. I think it would
I'm
change
okay.
your life.
Like, I just,
Now,
How do you know you're
in
okay?
it never comes
in
up.
this Wizard of Oz scenario, where because obviously you already have a dog for your Toto, and you're Dorothy. What character is Gay Bob?
Oh.
I know what you're gonna say. The evil witch.
The Tin Man?
I was,
What? He was so thin.
He was
was
you're
on
not the
Ozempic.
evil witch. I don't know who the evil witch in this scenario is, but if we're doing like a Dorothy quest for Amy to learn how to masturbate from the
If
top
Dorothy would
lesbian
have just
wizard.
masturbated, they would have
Yeah.
sent her home.
She would have clinked her heels together upon coming. Like, there's no place like home. And
Well,
clinked her
instead of
heels.
clinking your heels, I'll tell her to curl your toes.
Yes, and maybe like okay, so we're making a board game now, and the girl has to go and do all these adventures. Go to the cornfield, meet the Tin Man, go in the forest, meet on the way. It's all these sexual adventures, and
Yeah.
she's trying to find what fits just
Orgasm.
right.
Yeah.
And then there's flying monkeys, and she's like, "Let's try
Those are
that."
good. Those are good. Flying monkeys are good.
Did you try that one time in the 80s?
Oh, what's the name of a vibrator? The flying monkey?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I know the rabbit. That's all I know.
That's from the 70s, isn't it? The rabbit.
Rabbit?
Yeah.
Well, it's from the 90s. Girl.
You know that we're in 24.
Yes. I don't have a rabbit. I just
No.
know about it. I remember it was like in popular culture. And then Samantha on Sex and the City, she went to the Sharper Image showroom and she bought a back massager and she had to return it. She's like, this vibrator didn't get me off. And the guy behind the desk was like, that is a back massager. She's like, sorry, this back massager didn't
Whatever
get
it
me
takes.
off. Whatever it takes. I mean, those things that plug into the wall, you could sand the finish off of the molding in the room, let alone your man in the boat. My goodness,
that's
you gotta
so
be
hot.
careful.
Your man in the boat.
That's so hot. That's so hot.
Is that not what you call it,
For
Jim?
how it's the way that you refer to genitalia sometimes is
It's a little off-putting.
It's so weird how much of a little
Colloquial.
horny pervert you are, but then also your like sixth grade mentality when referring to sex acts.
I had to learn how to do all these euphemisms so
What
I could
is
do
a
the
man in the
stand-up
bed?
You need to go to
comedy.
some retreat where women teach you
How to
about
masturbate. I agree with that.
Yeah, about finding your own personal sexuality.
That sounds like a hot, smelly tent.
It sure does. Face. Take a bunch of stick-ups
But
with
you like women supporting women.
I do.
Well,
But we don't need to plank about it.
Exactly. Maybe you could go with straight men and one woman. So what is
Are
a
you
man in a
planning
boat?
a gangbang for me in the
A
forest?
gangbang,
What's
yeah.
happening?
What's a man in a boat?
I don't understand what that is.
This is the clitoris.
Oh, stop it. God.
I guess never mind.
What is wrong with
I was gonna say,
you?
you did have a wife, but that doesn't mean that you were good at sex.
No, it's
Straight
terrible.
sex, that is.
When she finally divorced me and had a man that really enjoyed the vagina, it was.
Did she send you a card, or you send her a card? Like,
I did. I
sorry.
said, yeah, I had to tell her, like, this is probably, they're not going to scream every time they see your vagina.
Are you screaming?
Oh, please.
He's clasping
sweetie.
his pearls.
That's
He's
a-
got his
how
pearls.
long-
He's patting
When I
a bag.
did oral, it was always with my pinkies up. Like, it was
And
bad.
you're like, this is how every straight man does it.
I
You got
know,
like the
it's
salad
like-
tongs from the kitchen.
We would have on the bedside table lube, a little bit of Clorox, and some Windex.
No.
That's the only way I could do it.
Are you taking shots of the Clorox?
No, it's to clean everything.
Oh.
Yeah, it had to be clean, sweetie. Clean.
I don't think you should put
clean.
I mean, as someone who's in charge of old lady
Yeah.
vaginas, I don't think you should put Clorox on those things.
I think you do not have a medical degree at the table.
So, on Gabby Watts' podcast.
Why did you just go to Gabby Watt?
I'm telling you. So she's got a podcast called American Filth, and they just did this list of birth controls throughout time, and one of them, Clorox, was advertising to women to use it as a douche after, or even before sex and after sex. You're not supposed to put Clorox in your hoo-ha.
You're not supposed to put a lot of stuff in your hoo-ha. It's a very delicate balance down there.
It's a self-cleaning oven. That's what the doctor said.
Except sometimes they don't pay their electric bill. Yeah, probably you shouldn't do that, but
Also, nobody take any of the advice we've said on this episode.
don't put Clorox in your vagina.
I mean, take that advice, but for the most part,
The only medical advice I get is from talking to friends. I don't get to go. This is like how anything happens. Is
so
if
that's
you
why
listen
you don't
to
know
friends.
anything about your own body.
In theory, but my man in the boat says. Oh, good for you. I feel an awakening happening here.
I'm not depressed. I promise.
No, I know you're not depressed,
I'm
but,
not-
but you need to masturbate more.
I'd have zero time for that. Where does that go? Before or after, I have to exercise and wash my hair and flatten it and then curl it again. And then make sure my children have clothes to wear.
See, this is
and
the thing. It's about self-care. All these things you're listing, except for probably, like exercise, obviously you can do for yourself, but it's a form of self-care. You got to make time for yourself.
Yeah. While
this is a weird Oprah.
while you're doing your hair, actually, would be a good time. While you're massaging your hair, or whatever you're doing with your hair.
Doing your hair is you have the brush and you have the dryer.
Hello. I think the obvious.
Where do you?
Yeah.
How? I need
Yeah.
another hand.
Yeah, but double-handed. That's what you do.
No, but I have my hands are full already because I'm
He's
doing
trying
a
to say
blowout.
Use the blow dryer.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going with the other one, not the
Yeah, I
blow
want
dry.
a heat
what's the
gun.
other
You want a
one?
heat? You want a
the
heat
hair
gun? The
brush.
lady off?
You really just, neither of you know anything about vaginas here. You're saying use a hair dryer on a vagina right now?
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is it? What does the hairbrush do?
Can you text your ex-wife and just say, I'm sorry?
I think you need to send her flowers right
like
now.
you
Sorry,
should give her
here are
something.
flowers. Sorry what I did to your
Yeah.
flower.
Well, what do you do with a hairbrush down there? I don't get it.
The handle.
No.
I thought you were talking about the handle, using the handle.
right, the handle. No, he's right about that.
You know what? I think
I was going to tell you
masturbating.
not to, though. Focus on the
Masturbating with
clitoris.
a hairbrush is real 1800s bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't
That's
need
what I
to
was
do
about to
that.
say. Don't use the handle.
We've come a long way. We don't need to have hairbrushes down there.
Focus on the clitoris. That's what you need to do.
What do you do with that?
I feel so bad for your
Okay,
ex-wife.
so this is what I've heard. How did this turn into a sex episode? Oh yeah,
Somebody
you know
needs to
anything
do
about
it.
your vagina.
I
was
feel
gonna
so
talk
bad
about.
about
I was
your
going to do a bunch of
clitoris.
jokes about summer. Okay, so
This is a summertime activity.
Yeah,
the head of the penis has a lot
that's a
of
big penis. Yeah, that's a big one.
This was all tip, though. Everything
top-
else, it's a very
That's just the
skinny
tip?
shaft.
the top of the cupcake has a lot of nerve endings. Like it's very sensitive, right? Your top of your penis is sensitive.
or the right this part, that part.
Okay, so that's where,
Right,
okay.
Joe?
Yeah,
So
right-
the
right underneath
clitoris
there.
is all those nerve endings you have in the top of your penis condensed into the smaller surface.
And there's more nerve endings.
I wish
Way
I had a
more-
clitoris.
Yes, you do.
Oh, women can have way better.
And they're chopping them off in
orgasms.
Africa. It's a problem.
What?
So the clitoris is all of the head of a penis, but shrunk down to clitoris size. And then they saw like
Efficiency.
yes, and then the nerves from that can go all the way up into like our abdomen. So when we orgasm, it can go like all the way up into our stomachs.
And then what happens?
And then you're like, ah, do the dishes.
But seriously, what is it? What does a female orgasm do in your stomach?
No, you're just
But
like
you can feel it more.
yeah,
In your stomach?
like the nerve
Yeah,
endings
it's just
go
all
all the
over.
way up.
They can
Not like where you keep your 5 days
Ozempic.
old
they
of food.
they can just have a bigger orgasm.
I've heard that.
Dicks are dumb and simple.
Yeah.
You can brush up against something. You're like, oh, I came. and then vaginas. Sometimes you got to work for it, but it's a bigger payoff. Yeah. You have no
Again,
interest in
I
this
wish I
part.
had a
We feel
clitoris.
terrible
I do
for
want
your
a
wife.
clitoris. I want a clitoris now.
Yeah, they're fun.
They sound fabulous. Yeah, I'm jealous now. I mean, I don't want to touch one, but I want to have one.
Well, they do have teeth.
Clitorises have
Tiny
teeth?
little teeth.
Oh my god.
Bob was like, I knew I was right to be
Yeah, I
scared.
knew. Yeah, they're awful.
That's why I was using salad talks.
There you
But
were.
once again, do go give your ex-wife
can
a
have-
present or something. I just feel bad for her as a person.
She's all right.
I think she deserves something. After talking to you, how long were y'all married?
How long were you married?
7 years.
Ooh.
Oh, in
Will
her
she break a
20s?
mirror?
How did she break a mirror? Was it in her 20s, her prime bone
Yeah.
time?
No,
Yeah.
for women, that's
It's
not
the
their prime
30s,
bone
yeah.
time.
She
yeah.
made up for it, believe
Did
me.
she?
Oh
For
my
her.
god.
Getting
Yeah.
that
Oh,
tea.
good.
She made up for it.
Speaking of teeth in the vagina, there's this thing that can happen inside of people, and it's a kind of like a parasitic twin, but it's
What?
it's a cluster of cells.
Yeah.
Did we talk about this already?
I don't know. I've heard about it, though.
It's a cluster of cells, and it'll have like teeth, hair,
Oh, a desmoid tumor.
some organs. Is that what it's called?
Uh-huh.
I have a friend who was in medical school, and there was one in the hospital,
Yeah.
and they're like, bring all the young doctors in to see
Yeah.
this because it was abnormal. And
Madam, do you mind if we have kids come in
Yeah.
here and we yell freak?
it was in her.
I mean, the
hoo-ha.
joke is the cleanest teeth that woman ever had was in her desmoid tumor.
Ayo,
Yeah.
or the only teeth she has left.
It really is weird. It has long hair sometimes. Like ones I've seen when you cut it up, and it's this fabulous flowing. Like, it's like, girl, give me that. I snatched it out and put it right in my
A
hair.
new way to make wigs.
Yeah, well, extensions.
Extensions from my desmoid.
But they say they taste good.
People are eating them.
They eat desmoid tumors.
Who eats?
Mother-in-laws,
What?
they eat them. Yeah, they pass them down like they pass them, and then they eat them.
Who's this? What? Where?
I'm making this all up.
Oh my god, I'm so gullible.
You are.
So you know
Here's
just
my
enough.
desmoid tumor.
You know just enough, like medicine. You were just hot.
Or dermoid. Is it dermoid or desmoid? I think it's
I think
dermoid.
it's desmoid. I'm
Desmoid or dermoid? I can't remember.
Did you eat your placenta when you had your baby?
My placenta won't stop growing. It just grows and grows.
Uh-oh. Maybe the Ozempic is making cancer clusters.
And it's the color of your drapes, ironically.
The baloney drapes?
Meat curtains. That's in the, no. That's in the movie, the Baby Reindeer. That's how the whole thing starts. He says, I want to change your meat curtains. And the whole thing starts.
Yeah, that TV
That's
show.
very scary.
On Netflix.
Very upsetting. Don't
Okay.
watch it.
What are we talking
Hot girl summer and masturbation.
Hot girl summer.
This is a weird episode.
What does hot girl summer mean exactly?
I don't know. It's like an Instagram thing.
It's just saying that you're gonna have a hot girl summer. You're gonna
We're
do
going to have a
girl
hot
shit.
planet summer.
It's just saying you're doing hot girl shit.
Do you have to put powder on your dingleberries? Your
What day of the
stick
week?
and berries?
Are you talking about just like using like
In the
Gold Bond and stuff?
summertime? Yeah.
No. I will give you a tip.
Okay. Give us a tip for the tips out there.
It's Lumi, the new thing, Lumi, Lume, Lumi.
Ooh.
Whole body deodorant is the way they advertise
Yes.
it. It is the best.
It's the best.
You put it on, and I prefer the tangerine scent.
I thought you were going to say your taint. Okay.
You can put it on your taint and your balls and your tip, and
Oh, this just goes everywhere.
for days you have a nice tangerine smelling.
Oh my gosh, you're
it's
like
the best.
you're a walking car freshener.
Really, it's really.
Randy's gonna hang you from the rearview mirror.
It was. He's very.
You're
he's-
truck nuts.
Listen, I don't want to guarantee you, but he's eating my tangerine more than once.
Okay.
And he doesn't know why. Because I've put the Lumi on it. I'm just saying. Now, the other one for men is called Mando. Not as good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get the girl one.
Get the Lumi. I'm just saying. If you want to have a hot girl summer.
A hot girl summer. I hear thong underpants are coming back into fashion.
Ah.
Are your old ladies going to be wearing that?
Thong underpants?
Yeah.
Girl, old women don't wear underpants anymore.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
But don't they pee all the time?
Yeah, that's why they do. Yeah, they use, most old women use.
Toys.
Yes, and then they make fabulous diapers now. That are
Fashionable.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, literally, something this tiny will soak up like an ocean of fluid.
That's amazing.
You should get
Yeah,
some of those, Amy, because you talk about how you constantly pee yourself.
Yeah.
you need to get one of the things. And there's a thing called the I can't think of the name of it, but it looks like a dildo, but it has it looks like it has a tampon in it. It's like a wand. That's the name of it, the wand.
Oh.
And you put it you put it between your legs at night, and as you pee in it, and it sucked to this fan. I mean, not a fan, a suction thing. And it just
This sounds like you're trying to get me to masturbate again.
This sounds like the thing that they use at the dentist to suck out the spit. So
It is exactly that, but
Oh
they
my
put
gosh.
it inside of a tampon and you put it in the G spot, and then it just sucks out the pee as you pee all night.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's like a makeshift catheter.
well, you don't put it inside. You just
Well, you said the G spot.
well, you lay it. You put it.
G spot's inside, clitoris is on the outside.
G spot
but
is
it's-
up and around the corner.
G spot is connected to the clitoral, like.
We're gonna make
Nerve
them throw up.
endings.
Him. But a catheter goes in your pee hole. That's when you have another hole called
That-
the pee hole.
So that's why
And
when
that's
you
the
said
out
that's
one.
why you said G spot. That's why I thought you were talking about putting it. So
G-spot's
you just
inside
lay
the-
it out. You put it like in
your
the
undies panties.
underwear,
Yeah.
next to your vagina, so then it's just sucking
as
up
you
all the
pee on
piss.
yourself, it sucks it up.
It sucks it up.
And
That's
I mean
amazing.
a ton of urine. You'll have something to serve Kenton for breakfast.
Oh God.
Oh, I got you.
Huh.
Now you know how I feel.
You can Pee Wee Herman it because you know how he has all those Rube Goldberg machines to make breakfast.
I was
It
gonna
just
say
goes out into a cup.
I miss Pee Wee Herman. I love him. Although I hear
Paul Rubin.
is his son really the hot guy that was in the movie Saltwater or Saltburn or whatever that is that his son?
I don't know. Maybe Joel will.
Coogan or Keegan? Anyway,
So,
Billy Joel, is that what you said?
no, I
What?
was just thinking about
He doesn't have any kids.
ladies can get a surgery to make it tighter down there so they don't
They can.
pee all the time.
Gotta get tightened up.
They can do that. Yeah.
Did you think that this would, and this is surprising for this podcast, did you think this was the episode that we're going to talk about vaginas the most? We've talked about them a lot
Well,
on here.
you know, in retrospect, that's what we talked
I know
about
a
in
lot
your
about
first
vaginas.
episode.
I know a
lot
Yeah,
about
for someone
vaginas.
who, the moment we start talking back at you, you start throwing up.
Yeah, for
I'm
how-
all about vaginas. And if you've ever seen my act, I talk about my vaginas a lot in my act. It's
Yes.
very upsetting.
You're like a phlebotomist that is scared of blood.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Joel's pretty
That's
sharp.
deep. That's deep.
That's deep.
I'm very funny.
Yeah, it's very fun.
I have good hair and I'm funny.
You
Yeah.
do have good hair.
Yeah, the crippling drug addiction though, that's what really takes me down. That's
You know
the,
what's weird about your hair? Not weird, but unusual, is that your hair on your face is red.
I just got some ginger in my family.
And who?
Ginger.
Oh, I mean, your hair is dark on your head.
Yeah.
What's your down below look like? Your
It's
stash.
kind of it's kind of like a darker red.
a darker red.
Yeah, it's like more
Blood
of a,
red,
It's
as they
more of
say.
a meat in the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is it a thick stash or does it need to be
my
trimmed on a
gosh.
regular basis?
It's not like super thick, but I do trim on a regular basis. It's been
You
so while
should.
since I haven't.
You really should.
That I let
Just
it go.
can't trim.
I'm just glad that Joel's not like a full-time employee, so I don't get sued for asking what color his pubes are.
Yeah, but no, that's a common question. People should talk about this, Amy.
Okay.
Who knew as dirty as you are in your act, you'd be so prudish?
I mean, I'm not going to bring it up without Gay Bob here, but you should.
Are you not
masturbate.
entering a room? Guess what?
Yeah, but you should masturbate.
Everybody
though.
should. Everybody should. Do you have an old-timey a washing machine?
To sit on the washing machine?
That works. Hell yeah.
I grew up riding horses. Maybe it just got all worn off down there. I was in a saddle.
Did you say worn off?
Worn off.
Jesus
I was in a
Christ.
saddle 5 hours a day.
You blew your load by 12 or something.
Yeah,
It's all gone.
It saw a lot of action back in the late 80s.
Oh,
so.
those horses are good.
There's the pummel part of the saddle.
Oh, sorry. I do agree. I feel until I know from Kenton that you have masturbated, I will not be. I will not lay down.
What do you think Kenton and Randy are talking about right now?
Are you
Probably masturbation.
Are you gonna start texting my husband?
Could you? Oh my God, Kenton! If I gave that to him as an assignment, he would totally not let it go until it happened.
Like a dog
I'm
with
gonna
a
watch
bone.
you
Ken's
masturbate.
probably really good at school and assignments.
Yes, he can check off a lot of boxes. Pow, pow. That was terrible.
He really is smart. That Kenton.
He is very
He's a smart man.
So you are on the radio. Do you want to talk?
I like how you're like, let's get him.
Bless your
Stop
heart.
talking about my husband and sex stuff.
You do this all the time.
Bless your heart. I'm sorry.
No,
You're-
as soon
Oh
as
my
the
God, this
shoes
is the
on the
revenge.
other foot.
What?
This is the revenge episode. Either
It's
I'm having a hot flash or I'm having
Oh,
Amy's,
that kind of hot flash.
yeah, Amy's a little pervert to everybody, but now once we turn it on her, she's like,
Oh my
no.
God.
I've
We're
been
going to
called a
splice
pervert
this together
before.
with me asking so many men what size their wieners are in here.
Yeah.
Oh, what do they say?
They just start getting sweaty.
Ah.
So, yeah.
I'm on the radio. Is
You're on
that
the
where
radio.
you want to go?
Where can people see you on the radio?
What? WVAGINE.
I know that word.
Vagina, where you can hear. No, actually, we do have a what do you call it when you can see it but you can hear it too? What is that called?
A video?
No,
Upload?
podcast. It's a podcast.
Yeah, what we're on right now.
Yes, what we're on right now.
A video
99x.com.
podcast.
Okay. Is
99x.com.
it on Spotify or Apple or just on that website and you can watch
Where
it
all
on
your
that?
podcasts can be. Where you? I don't know. Joel, where do you watch podcasts or hear podcasts?
You can watch them on YouTube or on Spotify for watching them, and then you can hear them everywhere.
We actually have a website, 99x. You can download it at your local store where you download apps.
Go to the store, find the internet
For as much
aisle.
as you know about vaginas, that's how
Nothing.
little you know about the,
the internet.
Listen,
Go to the 99x part of the internet part of the
If I learned how
store.
the internet worked, I'd have to forget about vaginas.
listen. So you know those things you have on your head?
Headphones.
Yes. So for when I was doing the reboot of 99x for the ever, I did not know you put the round thing on top of your head. Because it was like, I thought, well, no one's going to do that because you're going to mess your hair up.
So you put it under your chin?
Under my chin. I wore it under my chin forever. So like all the first ones that were videos.
Why did you think that?
Because it would
and
mess your hair up.
Wait, so this is the reboot. So this is just when you came back. So this was like just a few years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I would wear it on top of my head back in the day because I had fabulous hair back then. And it would just flop up. But now I have to put that powder in my hair. You know what I'm talking about? That hair gel that's powder now?
No.
What, dry shampoo or
No, not dry. No, there's a powder you fix your hair like, but it's dry. It's a powder. You never
Okay.
heard of the powder? It's
No.
fabulous. Anyway, but
Is
now
it the same one you put on the old ladies' vaginas?
they don't need
To
powder.
make them look more
I
full?
give them lube and a little bit of estrogen.
Do you give them estrogen patches or some
No, I give
topical?
them topical. They just rub it up in there. It's amazing. It works wonders for the old vagina.
Okay.
Oh my God. Because a lot of old women down there in that area, they get these nodules because it's dried and they get these big bumps. And you put a little lube on there, a little bit of estrogen, and it just goes away and becomes nice and fresh and juicy again, like a steak on a Saturday evening.
you know nothing about vaginas.
Isn't a steak nice and juicy? I don't know.
Yeah.
I give them the medicine. I do not
That's
follow
cool.
up.
The
A
nodule
lot of follow-up.
goes away. Maybe it's starting to turn into a crystal form. It's that dry. The
It's
vagina is
so dry.
turning into a solid.
It's so incredibly dry and small. It really gets small and dry. It's
I want to get a medical
unbelievable.
professional. This is what we need to do. We need to get the two of you and then an actual doctor.
I'm a medical. I've been doing this 32 years. I know old lady vaginas. I don't know how to have sex with them, but I know how to fix
You
their
know how to get
vaginas.
the lumps off of it and bring it back to life.
Yeah. No, I
Like
tell
a dead
all-
plant.
I help old women have sex all the time. Sorry. All the time. I help that. I know.
Oh, I can just imagine this. You're having them put it in the butt every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, just forget about the vagina.
Just use your butt. What is wrong with
That's
you?
for making babies. Pleasure, we're going in the back.
It's like a mullet. It's
Yeah.
business front, party back.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
I like that. That's actually pretty good.
We're giving you a lot of tags today, Bob.
That's pretty good. I love that one.
You can have that.
What was
That's
it
for
again?
you.
Party in the front.
A woman is like a mullet. Business front, because that's where the baby comes out. Party
in the back. Yes. Now that's a line.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that.
It's for you. I'm
Yeah.
trying to do cleaner comedy.
So I am doing. I'm working on a clean act.
Yes, I think you're more bookable.
I'm trying to. It's so hard.
It's so hard to get something
It's
that's
so hard.
interesting.
That's because both of you are perverts.
well, but a lot of things that don't sound dirty to me, people take dirty.
Yeah.
Like boner.
Boner's adorable.
It's adorable.
It's the name of a dog.
It's a dog named Boner
it's your
who
best
likes to
friend.
lick your
Also,
vagina.
you have the sassy queen voice, so everything you say is a little sexual.
You call that a boner? You know what I mean?
Drop the stick, Boner.
That's a good one too. I like that. You're filthy. We can't help it. I mean, seriously.
It's fun to riff in the filth land.
Oh God, what are we gonna do to do clean humor?
We have to
sweetie?
write the jokes and memorize them like robots, and then leave your body, do the jokes, and then come back at the end and get a check.
It's like my
Just
wife.
don't talk about coming.
What? What is? What do you?
How do you
What
have a
else
happy
you talk
ending?
about? Yeah.
How do you have a happy ending to your comedy show if you don't say
know.
happy ending at the end?
How about you? Would you like a shampoo? I mean, what are you gonna say?
I know, right? Women be shopping.
That's a good throwback. I like that too. You're on fire tonight, sweetie.
Oh, my goodness.
When I ruined you with that vagina humor, it's pulling out all the comedy.
Yeah, he's getting your nodules out.
And get
Yeah,
your
my nodules
out.
are coming to life and turning back into real tissue.
If Kenton thought you had nodules that he could work on, he would totally. I may have to tell him when I go back downstairs. Hey,
Just
Amy's
draw him a
got these
picture.
nodules.
Draw him a picture of all the things that could go wrong.
He wouldn't care.
Medical
He's so
diagrams.
straight. He would not. I could tell him there was cauliflower growing between your thighs, and he would be, that's good stuff.
Cruciferous is good for his heart.
Oh, that
You know
poor.
what cruciferous is, Joel?
No,
It's a broccoli,
That's what I was assuming.
cauliflower.
It's something with the cauliflower.
It's all the kind of vegetables that are good for your
Vegetables.
heart. The more you eat them, the
It's a
more.
lot of you fart, but it's a lot of fiber in a cruciferous.
So-
Cruciferous.
To bring it back to the beginning, if you eat a lot of fiber, would that be the same thing as having Ozempic? Because it makes you feel full longer.
You could do that, but it doesn't stay in your stomach long enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
you don't buy it, you rent it.
Exactly. I will tell you, the time I tried to eat vegetables when I'm on
Mounjaro.
and the closest I've coming to smelling like a vagina is burping after 3 days of vegetables in my stomach.
Yeah.
That's what a vagina smells like to me.
Well, that's why you wear a mask at work, right?
I do. Let's get work.
So you don't have to smell your patients. That's wild. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on and telling
Oh,
us about your
yes.
weight loss. Congratulations on your weight loss.
I will be losing more.
Do you wear a Speedo in the summer?
I don't wear anything. I'm a nudist colony girl. I really am. I like to go to the nude beaches.
How many times has Randy had to come get you at the jail for public nudity?
I mean, if you're at a nudist colony beach or a nude beach, then that's fine.
You're not going. No, I just imagine you visiting some young gays in Midtown and going to their rooftop pool at their fabulous.
They don't want to see me. There's several groups.
Do you wear a muumuu? Do you go like full Hollywood?
I would totally wear a muumuu.
Old lady muumuu. That's what I do.
There are several young groups of gay men in Midtown that are looking for a support group after seeing me. Anyway.
Oh,
Sorry.
Maybe it's because the vagina neck's coming in.
So sorry. I apologize if you're uncomfortable about
No.
masturbating, but here, just hold that in your hand.
Don't put. You need to have. They need to have bases. You should know this as a gay bottom. It needs to have a
You
base.
can't start with a base.
But no, a base.
Like first base, second base,
no,
third
it
base.
needs to have a base on the object,
Yeah.
and that's more so worry for anal stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think they care.
Is this like the thing where you put the weights in your hoo-ha to do kegels to get it stronger?
No, I don't know, but I'm talking about you don't want to just have something that can just. And I know that
I'm not going to
The
stick
vagina
something.
has a blunt end.
I know this is more so for anal stuff, but
Yes.
that is.
You have
Now
to be
you're
really
talking.
careful
Yeah.
what you put in your beehole because it'll suck it up.
They
Thank
sure
God
will, and
there's
it
a
won't come
bisexual
out.
in this room to talk to y'all about both sexes here.
Well, I know about
You're
that.
the bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the bridge between.
Troubled waters.
Yeah.
Nothing ever gets stuck in my hoo-ha. I'll just say that right now. I'm a safe queen.
That's yeah.
Whatever goes in will come out. As long as you got two hands. To go ahead and get it. Like
I just
that.
imagine one time I had these big long boots on for riding a horse, and they got stuck on my calf, and I just imagine Randy pulling a boot.
You don't have to pull that hard, sweetie. Don't feel sorry for it.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was.
Oh,
it's
we're
been
at the end
an hour. We're at
already.
the end. Thank you, K-Bob, for
Oh.
coming. We
Thank
got
you,
a clap. We
folks.
got an applause from Joel.
Was that what that was? That was clapping together?
He's never clapped at the end.
Mwah.
Mwah. We love you, darling. Thank you for being worried about me.
I'm so worried about you. Terribly.